you hear movement on the other side of the door. After a few minutes, you hear someone removing the bar and unlocking the bolts on the other side of the door. Dinner tonight is garlic stew with vegetables.
Look, here we are sitting around here minding our own business, Cochise, and here you waltz up and interrupt us.
Yeah, here's $10. Get a real haircut, okay? You don't seem to realize we're very important men around here.
Right. Just because no one else seems to think so doesn't invalidate the point.
You know, our little town's remained unchanged for generations.
Oh yeah, our forefathers have always lived here in peace and quiet.
Except for the time when the cult came here.
Ooh, the cult. Well, they're all a bunch of strangers anyway.
Yeah, very strange. They didn't have much to do with the town, you know?
Yeah, hardly anything. Just building that monastery here and all moving inside, that's all.
But the cult did keep mostly to themselves.
Yeah, he's right. No one had much to do with them. They were a very peaceful, quiet kind of cult.
Yeah, really great people to be around, except for the strange noises and horrible screams that rose from the monastery at night.
That all happened many, many years ago.
Oh yeah, the cult broke up. They've all got kids of their own now.
Yeah, well, what about the Chernovi in the forest, huh?
Come to think of it, no one knows if they're alive or what.
Yeah, for all we know, they might just be wild stories to frighten little children and me.
And what about the Dark Ones?
Put a sock in it, will you? There are some things we must not speak about, Ivan. You know that.
Well, excuse me all to pieces.
We don't go for that rumor-spreading stuff here, do we, Ivan?
No way, Hans.
Oh, never. Oh, except for that one little cocktail waitress, you know. But we don't gossip about our neighbors in Moldavia, do we, Ivan?
Well, no, but you did used to tell everyone about the time Olga caught Boris drinking with us when he was supposed to be minding the store.
Hey. That wasn't gossip, it was just a semi-funny story.
And Franz, what about the story you tell about the time you saw Yuri and Bella in the garden one night?
What was that?
Hey, Yuri, you're okay, all right?
So you see, we do not spread rumors here. Pardon me while I wax eloquent, but once, many years ago, huge herds of fragrant elephants roamed freely in this particular valley.
Oh yeah, in the good old days, peanut farming would have made you a billionaire.
Once, long ago, I had a successful career, and I was also an elephant herder.
You kidding? Everyone used to have a pet elephant.
Oh yeah, I remember mine. I married her.
Yeah, she was great for vacuuming up peanuts from your rugs.
Not only that, but elephants are very clean and modest as well. They allus went bathing with their trunks, don't you know?
Yeah, nice thing about elephants. Very easy to housebreak, you know? They hardly ever made mistakes. Unless they got excited, okay?
Unfortunately, elephants get excited easily. A lot of houses got broken that way. This really brings back sad memories. Please, let's talk about something uplifting like last year's famine.
They all turn to stare at you, then go back to talking. They all ignore you as usual. You've never seen so many locks and bars on a door. You can't find any way to open it.
It is very dangerous in Mordavia at night. We always keep things locked up when it gets dark. I will let you out for now. If you wish to return later this evening, just knock on the door. If you do not make it back by the closing of the inn, may you rest in peace.
You push the Dark One sign into the indentation on the door. It fits perfectly. There's something dark in the alcove. Could it be at last the fabled black bird for which so many have been searching? The reliefs are important only for their symbolism. There's nothing you can do with them. Retrieve the Dark One sign from the monastery door, then quickly step away before the Hectopus can react. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better. You're getting tired. You have the feeling you are being watched. You see a small, hairy, sad-looking creature.
Not many big people see Domovoy. Most not look. You something special. Maybe so? You hero? Mordavia big hero need. Plenty powerful hero. Maybe you be soon. Learn much, practice much. Soon plenty big hero.
You adopt the traditional thief sign position, wiggling the fingers of your right hand and rubbing your belly with your left hand. No one seems particularly impressed.
In where I am living, in Domovoy am I. Luck I bring. Way things go now, think most luck bad. Things at inn not good. No people come. Innkeeper and wife very, very unhappy. Mordavia very, very sad place. Even Domovoy cannot help here. Oh, too much dark magic. Too much we speak, too much I talk. Sometime else we speak, sometime else I talk. Domovoy am I, Domovoy I be. Over places Domovoy watch, protect the inn, do I. By big people Domovoy not seen. You stranger are, maybe hero, maybe not. Show myself to you I do, speak to you I will. Maybe good things for people will you do. Maybe good thing for Domovoy you do, hmm? Some night soon, talk we will again. Domovoy good luck bring. Maybe Domovoy help you. You Domovoy help. Bad place here anymore. Good many years ago, but going very bad now. Many bad things here. You find out. Maybe talk again. You come down other night. Maybe have much to say.
You unlock the door to your room and go in. You awaken as the sun begins to rise. It's a garlic soufflé, Mordavian style.
I do not gossip.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
This is a little too easy now. You need to add more weight. You pick up 2 of the metal weights and put 1 in each of the baskets. Your legs are too stiff and sore to use this right now. Well, that was fun. Well, that was fun. Well, that was fun. You are so exhausted that everything you do hurts. Better get some rest. Well, that was fun. After some rest, you feel better. After some rest, you feel better.
I believe I am on the verge of a major discovery. It came to me last night. I believe that there is a formula which can be used to create a rehydration solution. Such a solution could be used to restore fluidity to any substance or object that has become prematurely dry. If we can but manufacture Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution in sufficient quantities, we could rehydrate the Great Shapirian Desert. Of course, there are a few small bugs to be worked out. It would take most of the water in the world's oceans to make that much solution. Then there is the tiny snag that I have not been able to remember the formula since awakening from the dream.
You say hello to the scientist.
You are always welcome in my laboratory. However, I do wish you would wipe your shoes a little more carefully before entering.
You relate the tale of your journey to Shapir, and how you saved 2 cities from the evil vizier Ad-Avis and his elemental minions.
Now you are talking science. The elements are the building blocks of everything in nature. I am sure I have never heard of anyone constructing creatures purely of a single element, but it certainly makes scientific sense. You say this Ad-Avis referred to a dark master here in Mordavia? I am sure I have never heard of such a one here. There are rumors of strange goings-on in the castle, but I do not credit such tales without scientific observation to back them up. I have been feeling a bit dehydrated lately. It is this dry mountain air. Perhaps when I complete my rehydration solution, I can do something about the problem. It is very important to understand the relationships of the scientific elements. Earth, air, fire, water, and pizza. Everything we know is made up of one or more of these elements. Here you are, one freshly brewed healing drink. Sip it if you get hurt, and its beneficial vitamins and other ingredients will help your body to recover quickly. Here you are, one freshly brewed universal poison antidote. You need my world-famous rehydration solution. Unfortunately, I have forgotten the elemental formula of its main ingredient. Perhaps you can help. Yes, that sounds just right. By the way, I could use some Groo Goo for one of my experiments. It would be most kind if you could bring me some when you return for the rehydration solution.
You ask Dr. Cranium if he can spare an empty flask for specimen collection.
Of course, of course. I am always delighted to assist scientific research of any kind, and I have plenty of flasks. You may have this one. The scientist never fails to observe nature. Why, if I had not gone on an observation trip in the forest, I would never have found that garden with all the rare and exotic flora. The forest outside of town is quite a fascinating area. The trees are primarily deciduous with the occasional conifer. A wide variety of fauna inhabits the forest, providing great opportunities for scientific research and occasionally excitement of other kinds.
There is a beautiful garden in the forest southeast of town. It contains several varieties of plants and trees that cannot be found anywhere else in this region. I had some fascinating experimental results with the bush I dug up there. Unfortunately, I was not able to keep it alive in captivity. There used to be a bush that grew 7 different types of blossoms in the garden. There is still a tree that provides fruit in a very peculiar cycle. There are also many beautiful flowers and plants growing there. I am convinced that the garden must have been intentionally planted, as it contains specimens that are not native to this region. Whoever planted it clearly did not understand the basic tenets of ecology. Fortunately, few of the spores have spread to the wider forest so far. I have come to the conclusion that lightning is electrical in nature, which would put it in the realm of fire. Fortunately, there have been an increasing number of storms here lately, so I have been able to harness some of the lightning and store it for experimental use. Dr. Cranium's rehydration solution should be a shoo-in for the alchemical innovation of the Animal Ward. It contains the prime essence of the element of water in a perfectly condensed form. Oh, I do seem to be a little careless in keeping track of my scientific formulae. I have them all written down somewhere. I think it was in the margins of one of my books here. I spent some time in Spielberg last summer. Everyone there kept talking about some hero who did some sort of noble deeds there. You would think that they could find more excitement in the modern accomplishments of science. There seemed to be quite an infestation of baby Antwerps there for some reason. I took advantage of the opportunity to capture a number of them in very blunt cages for my experiments. The Baron did not even charge me very much for them.
You say goodbye.
Be sure to let me know of any scientific discoveries you should make here in Mordavia. Rehydration may prove to be a crucial step on the way to an even more important discovery: instant water.
Still you remain. It is a wonder you have managed to live so long.
Back again so soon? What have you heard lately? Ha! That Noah can't fool. If you see him again, tell him he's a lady louse and a swamp scum besides. Now, what would you like to know about? Yuri hasn't been the same since his daughter was stolen away 2 years ago. Gypsies took her, I told him so. Never listens to me though. He's not doing much business at the inn either, except for those lazy excuses for farmers that hang out there, and an occasional visitor. He'd go broke. The Borgovs used to live in the castle north of town. The last Borgov was said to have disappeared under suspicious circumstances. However, no one seems to know just what happened to him. Vampires, is it? There's talk that those strangers up in Castle Borgov are never seen by day and can't abide the smell of good old garlic. If you are going to do any wandering outside town, make certain you have some garlic with you, just in case. You know, old Nikolai has been crazy for years. Never could get over the loss of his wife, Anna. It has been years since Anna has been gone, before I even was married. Lost in the woods she was, and eaten by something terrible, so it said. Oh, they were such a happy couple. Now Nikolai's just crazier than a chicken with its head cut off. As my lost husband used to say, may all your travels lead somewhere.
It doesn't burn. It doesn't. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks. You grab a handful of rocks.
Good day and welcome back. Have you been enjoying your adventures around here? Good day and welcome back.
You tell Boris what Olga said about him. He blushes.
Olga was always opinionated. I grew tired of listening to her complain about me all the time. My wife has been gone for many years now. The castle is very quiet during the daytime, but I have heard noises and seen lights in the windows at night. The people of the town are frightened peasants. Just because no one has ever seen anyone from the castle during the day, they tell tales of monsters in the night. I have worked as a gatekeeper here for many years. I wear no garlic and fear no vampires. After all, when someone goes looking for trouble, he will always find it. Mordavia has changed little in all the time I have lived here. I have heard the wolves howl at night, but who is to say that they are werewolves? Farewell. Come back again sometime. It's good to have someone to talk to, besides myself.
You grab a handful of rocks. 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 After some rest, you feel better. You can't reach the bonsai from here, and the ledge is too slippery for you to climb on it. Perhaps you can try something else. You feel a tug on the line. Yes! You've hooked a big one! You carefully haul in the bonsai bush. Wipe some of the grimy goo off its roots and tie it to your backpack. The hunchbacked artisan is busily chipping away at a headstone. It's a grave business.
This cemetery. This where dead people buried. Igor buries them. Me, Igor. You weird stranger. Grave, hole in ground. Put person in when dead. Well, technically only large one crypt. Crypt of Borgovs. Smaller building tomb. Not certain what distinction myself. Oh, Igor got key to crypt. Igor keep key to crypt. No disturb crypt. Not nice.
You greet Igor. Igor looks up at you. You make the thief sign. You don't impress anyone. You say goodbye to Igor. Igor watches you for a second, then goes back to his work. This headstone does not have an epitaph, yet. How about that old one? Death is just nature's way of telling you to slow down.
Hello.
Two and two make six. A little bush is in a fix. If you save a plant from goo, I can help you with a clue.
You plant the bonsai in the hole and scrape some of the rich soil around it. In moments, the bush begins to grow and blossom before your eyes. The bonsai bush is thriving in the rich soil.
na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. Oops! Hi there! Three and three make 9. Who lives among the watery brine? Fishy, squishy riddles make. Tell me now who's in the lake. 1 and 2 and 3 make 6. Who hides her hut behind trick sticks? Magic message. Bushes here. In the rhyme with disappear.